Good knowing advisors. Anyone, Buddha, Bodhisattva, wise person, virtuous friends, and even an evil being, who can help the practitioner progress along the path to enlightenment. Good is kind and virtuous. Friend is a person who is worthy of giving others advice. Knowledgeable means having a broad and proper understanding of the truths. Awakened means no longer mesmerized by destinies of life. Thus, good knowledgeable, knowing, friend or advisor is a good person who has certain degree of knowledge of Buddhism and has the ability to benefit himself and others. A good knowledgeable, knowing, friend is a friend in virtue, or a teacher who exemplifies the virtuous life and helps and inspires others to live a virtuous life too. A good friend who has a good and deep knowledge of the Buddha's teaching and who is currently practicing the law. Someone with knowledge, wisdom and experience in Buddha's teaching and practicing. A wise counsel, spiritual guide, or honest and pure friend in cultivation. The Buddha talked about being a good knowing advisor in Buddhism as follows. When speaking of the good knowledgeable advisors, this is referring to the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, sound hearers, Pratika Buddhas, as well as those who have faith in the doctrine and sutras of Buddhism. The good knowledgeable advisors are those capable of teaching sentient beings to abandon the 10 evils, or 10 unwholesome deeds, and to cultivate the 10 wholesome deeds. Moreover, the good knowledgeable advisor's speech is true to the Dharma, and their actions are genuine and consistent with their speech. Thus, not only do they not kill living creatures, they also tell others not to kill living things. Not only will they have the proper view, they also will use that proper view to teach others. The good knowledgeable advisors always have the Dharma of goodness, meaning whatever actions they may undertake, they do not seek for their own happiness, but for the happiness of all sentient beings. They do not speak of others' mistakes, but speak of virtues and goodness. There are many advantages and benefits to being close to the good knowledgeable advisors. Just as from the 1st to the 15th lunar calendar, the moon will gradually become larger, brighter and more complete. Similarly, the good knowledgeable advisors are able to help and influence the learners of the way to abandon gradually the various unwholesome dharma and to increase greatly wholesome dharma. There are 3 types of good spiritual advisors. Teaching spiritual advisor is someone conversant with the dharma and experienced in cultivation. The retreat members can have him follow their progress, guiding them throughout the retreat, or they can simply seek guidance before and after the retreat. When several persons hold a retreat together, they should ask a spiritual advisor to lead the retreat and give a daily 15 to 30-minute inspirational talk. Caretaking spiritual advisor refers to one or several persons assisting with outside daily chores, such as preparing meals or cleaning up, so that on retreat can cultivate peacefully without distraction. Such persons are called retreat assistant. Common practice spiritual advisor are persons who practice the same method as the individuals on retreat. They keep an eye on one another, encouraging and urging each other on. These cultivators can either be participants in the same retreat or cultivators living nearby. In addition to keeping an eye out and urging the practitioners on, they can exchange ideas or experiences for the common good. This concept has been captured in a proverb. Rice should be eaten with soup. Practice should be conducted with friends. Nowadays, in order to have a right cultivation, Buddhist practitioners should be guided by a good advisor who has a thorough understanding of the sutras and many years' experience in meditation. This is one of the 5 necessary conditions for any Zen practitioners. If a Zen practitioner does not meet these 5 conditions, he is very easily subject to get harm from demon. According to the Kalyanamitra Sutra, the Buddha taught, nowadays, if one wishes to find kind friends and virtuous teachers to learn and to be close to them, they may find these people in the shining examples in old books. Otherwise, if one searches among the living, it would be extraordinarily hard to find a single person. They also reminded us 5 things about good knowing advisor. As follows: nowadays, in 1,000 people, there is one good person. In 1,000 good people, there is one person who knows religion. In 1,000 people who know religion, there is one person who has enough faith to practice religion. In 1,000 people who practice religion, there is one person who cultivates in a genuine and honest manner. Thus, out of 4,000 people, we would find only 4 good people. Thus, the Buddha always encouraged his disciples to listen to good knowing advisors without any doubt. Once we call someone our good knowing advisors, we should truly listen to their advice. If good knowing advisors say that cultivation requires arduous effort, we should truly believe it. If we believe completely, we will surely be able to understand the mind and see the nature, return to the origin, and go back to the source. Devout Buddhists should always listen to the instructions of a good knowing advisor. If he tells us to recite the Buddha's name, we should follow the instructions and recite. If he tells us not to be distracted, then we should not be distracted. This is the essential secret of cultivation, that we can benefit from our good knowing advisors. The followings are the Buddha's teachings on good knowing advisors in the Dharmapada Sutra. Should you see an intelligent man who points out faults and blames what is blameworthy, you should associate with such a wise person. It should be better, not worse, for you to associate such a person. Those who advise, teach, or dissuade one from evil doing will be beloved and admired by the good, but they will be hated by the bad. Do not associate or make friends with evil friends. Do not associate with mean men. Associate with good friends. Associate with noble men, those who drink the Dharma. Live in happiness with a pacified mind. The wise man ever rejoices in the Dharma, expounded by the sages. If you get a prudent and good companion who is pure, wise, and overcoming all dangers to walk with, let nothing hold you back. Let find delight and instruction in his companion. If you do not get a prudent and good companion who is pure, wise, and overcoming all dangers to walk with, then, like a king who has renounced a conquered kingdom, you should walk alone as an elephant does in the elephant forest. It is better to live alone than to be fellowship with the ignorant, the fool. To live alone doing no evil, just like an elephant roaming in the elephant forest. Evil friends. Coarse people are always overwhelmed by anger and lacking loving kindness, that they cannot appreciate the difference between wholesome and unwholesome activities. They do not know the benefit or appropriateness of paying respect to persons worthy of respect, nor of learning about the Dharma, nor of actually cultivating. They may be hot-tempered, easily victimized by anger and aversion. Their lives may be filled with rough and distasteful activities. What is the use of making friends with such people? On the contrary, good people have a deep considerateness and loving care for other beings. The warmth and love of their hearts is manifested in actions and speech. Refined people like these carry out their relationships with other people in sweet speech, beneficial action, and sharing a common name. They always vow to give whatever they can give to benefit other people. In the Dharmapada Sutra, the Buddha taught, if a traveler does not meet a companion who is better or at least equal, let him firmly pursue his solitary career, rather than being in fellowship with the foolish. Those who advise, teach or dissuade one from evil doing will be beloved and admired by the good, but they will be hated by the bad. Do not associate or make friends with evil friends. Do not associate with mean men. Associate with good friends. Associate with noble men. He who companies with fools grieves for a long time. To be with the foolish is ever painful as with an enemy. To associate with the wise is ever happy like meeting with kinsfolk.